Okay, welcome back to the solving inequalities video. We're going to be working with these inequalities is less than, and you're going to use an unfilled bubble because this does not include the end value. This is the less than or equal to with the little line here. And when you graph it, you're going to fill in the bubble because the end value does get included. This is the greater than, is greater than. Again, when you graph it, you use the unfilled bubble because it does not include the end value. And this is the greater than or equal to, you use the filled bubble when you graph it, and it's because the end value is included. So remember that you need to flip the inequality when you're dividing or multiplying by a negative number. So let's get started on this example here. We're going to subtract the 20. We're going to get negative 4x is greater than 100 minus 20 is 80. Look, we're dividing by a negative number, so we're going to divide by negative 4. So then x, this flips. You have to flip it because you're dividing by a negative number. So 80 divided by negative 4 is a negative 20. So x is less than negative 20. Now we're going to graph the answer. So I'm going to draw my number line. I'm going to start at 0, and then I'm just going to go by negative 10. So negative 10, negative 20, negative 30. I'm going to put an open circle because it's strictly less than, so it's an open circle, and x is smaller are all the numbers to the left. So we're going to draw an arrow to the left. Okay, let's take a look at this problem over here. There's a fraction, but remember we need to find the LCD to multiply everything by the lowest common denominator. So 6 and 3, they both go into 6. So your LCD is 6. So that means that I'm going to multiply everything by 6. So I'm going to multiply this term by 6, this term by 6, and then this term by 6. So 3 goes into 6 2 times. And 2 times a negative 2 is a negative 4x. Plus, the 6's cancel right here, and that's 5, less than or equal to. 8 times 6 is 48. We're going to subtract the 5, So we're going to get negative 4x is less than or equal to 43. Again, we're going to be dividing by a negative number, so that means that I need to flip the sign. And then I'm going to use decimals on my phone. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to put 43 divided by a negative 4. And you're going to get negative, whoops, there's the answer, negative 10.75. And the reason why I am going to use that decimal is because if necessary, round to the nearest tenth. So really this is like negative 10.8. And then I'm going to draw my number line. I'm going to go 0, negative 5, negative 10, negative 15. And negative 10.8 is a little bit more on the left side of negative 10. So I'm going to put a bubbled-in circle. And it's a bubbled-in circle because it has a little line right here. That means that negative 10.8 gets included. And x is greater, so the greater numbers are to the right. So I'm going to make an arrow pointing to the right. So then that's the graph of this solution. So go ahead and go to the next video to talk about solving compound inequalities.